In this video I wanted to share some tips that may be useful for you. I hope you will find it helpful. Be sure to like the video and subscribe if you found it interesting. Feel free to use a background image. This will speed up your process if the model is complex, but don't overuse it. It's useful to develop a sense of proportion. Break down a complex model into simpler parts, otherwise you will get confused. And then you can assemble a more complex model from the smaller parts. Extrude the vertices and create a topology, thereby creating the silhouette of the future shield. Another trick: select the drawing tool on the left side of the window. It's the marker icon. Then draw a sketch that you will use for modeling. Use the insert feature if you want to create something that sticks out from the main part of the model. And again we use marker drawing and insert feature. Copy the parts of the mesh that are identical to each other. Do not model them from scratch. Now we can join parts of the model into one shield. It's not always necessary to merge everything everywhere. This can be too labor intensive. It may not save UV space. Also, some parts of the model are movable. For example, the chest lid. It cannot be merged with the bottom of the chest. The model should have good shading. On low poly models this can be achieved by placing hard edges or sharp edges. I use the proportional editing function in edit mode. Also, for smooth deformations, you can enter into sculpting mode and use the elastic deformation brush. I am refining the model. I am making it more fancy and stylized. I am adding a central steel part because it needs to have some glam. Also, I am adding a holder on the back side of the shield. I am marking the seams. There are no strict criteria for where to place them. Try not to have too many seams, but make sure the unwrapped model isn't too deformed. Keep a balance between the quality of the unwrap and the number of seams. Be sure to use checker texture that clearly shows stretching. This checker texture is provided by Zen UV add-on. It's very good. Learn how to straighten islands. I use free Free add-on for straightening. Use the mirror modifier where the texture will be mirrored. Only after completing the UV mapping you can apply modifier. Reduce the size of UV islands that are insignificant or not visible. Packet. I use UV Packmaster. At the end, there may still be free space on the UV map, so you can manually move or scale the islands. But don't move them too close to others. This is just an a static operation. Let's add the model to 3D code. Turn off shading and keep albedo colors only. First, we fill colors, then draw large details, and then the smallest ones. Fill colors. The goal is to establish the main aspects: materials, light, and shadow positions. Next, we go to Photoshop and edit the colors. We adjust the colors so that they are identical to the reference. Next, we create a palette. It includes lights, shadows, highlights, and color variations. Try to choose colors as accurately as possible. The choice of colors determines how easy it will be to draw later. Next, we draw a raw hand paint. There are no strict rules here. Just try to respect what you see: shadows, light, highlights, colors, reflections. At a certain stage, you will realize that it would be good to know the properties of materials, and that's right. For example, metal has contrasting lightings. Use layer with palette in 3D code or use a palette image for drawing. Use the view projection to switch to Photoshop and draw there if it's suitable. Copy the fragment, don't redraw it, then modify it a little. The most tedious part of hand painting is drawing small details. This will take a long time, but details are the key for success. Use the hot pop-up window with the palette in Photoshop. Quickly select a color. You can change the look of this window in the Photoshop settings. Highlight the volume of the shield. Light falls down from above, which means that horizontal planes receive more light. If necessary, add layers with lighting and shadows to add volume. In Blender, you can save the UV wireframe in UV mode. Save it. You can also use this wireframe in your work demonstration. Here I wanted to add more green. Add a correction layer with green and paint a little if necessary. It's almost done. The general look of the shield is done. Just a few small touches left. And again, we are using the UV wireframe. You will see how it works in practice. I want to copy the bone spikes, but I want to know where they are on the UV map. With the wireframe, it's no problem. Place the copies where you want them, and you are done. At the end, I adjusted the lighting and shadows a little, and the result is this beautiful shield. If you like the shield, feel free to write about it. Subscribe, don't forget about my ArtStation, and good luck with your creations!